Good morning, I'm Gretchen Ho. It is a Friday, the 20th day of June, bringing you Morning Matters because your mornings matter. Let's get to the stories that matter today. The Justice Department will verify a whistleblower's testimony regarding the disappearance of over 30 cockfighting enthusiasts or sabungeros. The whistleblower claims all 34 missing individuals are dead and their bodies were dumped in Taal Lake. Former presidential spokesperson Harry Roque dared the Philippine government, "Come and get me."
Come and get me. Ready pala sila sa akin, ba't hindi nila ako makuha? At nakakatawa naman itong intelligence ninyo, no? Maling-mali ang intelligence.
The Philippine National Police has tapped social media personality Rendon Labador to lead a 93-day program. Now, this aims to help officers improve their fitness and meet weight standards. Let's discuss this matter later in the program. Welcome to our program, Morning Matters, where we talk about the issues you need to know for the rest of your day. Now, first on the agenda, a chilling twist in the case of missing sabungeros. A whistleblower has come forward claiming that all of the missing cockfighting enthusiasts may have been killed and their bodies dumped in Taal Lake. Here is a report.
The Justice Department will verify the testimony of a whistleblower who recently surfaced with information regarding the disappearance of more than 30 cockfighting enthusiasts or sabungeros. The whistleblower revealed that all 34 missing individuals were already dead and that their bodies were dumped in Taal Lake. Justice Secretary Boying Remulla said the whistleblower's claim is plausible, especially since there has been no trace of where the victims were taken.
Marahil kailangan ng technical diver yan. Pagka ma-determine natin ang veracity ng information, we will need technical divers to do it kasi malalim din yan. And it's not easy to go into a lake bed to look for human remains.
The DOJ is open to speaking with the whistleblower to verify the details he can provide as part of the case build-up. Authorities are also studying whether he can be placed under the Witness Protection Program.
Pwede yan. We-vet natin. Pag-aaralan natin yung sinasabi niya kasi may hawak na mga ibang testigo eh. Pero marahil kung kakausapin ko kung sino man ang gustong pumunta rito upang magsabi ng katotohanan. Kasi nga, ano to eh, nasa kaluluwa to ng Pilipino eh. It's in the very soul, it's very much into the question of the Filipino soul. How we can put to rest things that happen to us. Hindi natin pwedeng pabayaan to and just let it go. We have to be responsible enough to seek the truth.
The Philippine National Police said it is also ready to search Taal Lake to determine whether the remains of the missing sabungeros are indeed there. But officials warned that the process could take time.
Ilang taon na po ang lumipas, kung talagang doon po nailibing yan ay we don't expect siguro na may makikita pa tayo na mga bangkay dyan. If not, siguro yung mga remains na lang o yung mga buto. So it will take a long process.
The PNP likewise said it is willing to provide security for the whistleblower.
Si Chief mismo ay daling ko para makausap po nitong witness po na yon. Kailangan na siya mismo ang sumama at doon sa ituturo niyang lugar.
Meanwhile, the DOJ assured the families of the victims that efforts to seek justice remain active. The agency vowed to hold those behind the crime accountable.
President Bongbong Marcos is open to the possibility of the Philippines rejoining the International Criminal Court. That's according to Malacanang. Palace Press Officer Undersecretary Claire Castro said the president is receptive to such proposals, especially after United Nations rapporteur urged the country to ratify key human rights treaties. Castro noted that the matter has been previously discussed and that Marcos remains open to further dialogue. She also highlighted that the international community has acknowledged the administration's efforts to address disappearances and extrajudicial killings.
Pero ang sinabi po at ang suggestion po ng UN rapporteur, ito po ay magandang suggestion at pag-aaralan po kung talaga pong dapat pa ring sumapit, right? Maging mag-join sa ICC at i-ratify yung ibang international human rights law. So pag-aaralan po ito mabuti natin, Pangulo. Hindi po ngayon na pag-uusapan ang bagay na yan. Pero sa mga ganitong suggestion, open naman po ang Pangulo para po ito ay mapag-usapan.
The government is cracking down on thousands of illegal gaming websites still operating in the country. Palace Press Officer Claire Castro made the statement amid growing concerns over the social impact of online casino games, particularly those known as scatter. She clarified, though, that scatter is offered through licensed gaming platforms, which have safeguards in place to prevent access by known gambling addicts. But Castro emphasized that the real problem is the proliferation of unlicensed illegal gaming websites that continue to target Filipinos.
Ang problema po ngayon ng gobyerno ay marami pong illegal na gaming website. At meron na po silang 7,000 website na naipasara. Ito ay pinapaalam po sa DICT para po maipasara. Yun lamang po, kapag ka po naipasara, mag-iiba na naman ng website. So, pero hindi po titigil ang PAGCOR at ang DICT sa pagtanggal ng mga ganitong klaseng website.
President Bongbong Marcos addressed key infrastructure and transport issues in his exclusive interview with News 5. On the power crisis in Siquijor, Marcos said 2 generators have already been transferred from Palawan to help stabilize electricity supply. He confirmed that they are reviewing the contract of SIPCOR, the private power provider, over potential non-compliance.
And the way we fixed the problem, we brought 2 generators from Palawan. They are now in Siquijor. They're already functioning. Maayos na. We even had to provide the fuel. In advance pa ng gobyerno yung fuel. Dahil hindi naman kami dapat ang gagastos dyan eh. Rene-review na namin. Pero alam mo, like any contract, kung non-compliant ka, that breaks the contract.
The president also addressed the San Juanico Bridge repairs, noting decades of neglected maintenance. Marcos admitted the bridge's decay could have been avoided and warned of consequences for agencies that delay repairs.
Ang San Juanico Bridge, lahat ng mga tulay, kailangan may maintenance yan, major maintenance yan every 3 years. Bago ka mag-maintenance, pupuntahan mo, titignan mo ano yung sira, ano yung kailangan, ano yung aayusin, bawat span, titignan mo. Nagulat ang aming mga engineers, sabi nila, malala na pala ito. Dahil yung maintenance sa nakaraang ilang dekada, hindi naman ginawa.
Don't go away, we'll be back with more stories right after a quick break.
Lahat po ng mapapanood ninyo sa susunod na mga eksena ay fake. Tandaan nyo po yan.
Ngayon, sobrang dali na gumawa ng fake na video. Mukha, boses, pwedeng gayahin. Parang totoo, pero hindi.
Yung fake videos, pwedeng gamitin yan para manghingi ng OTP, password, o mag-spread ng maling impormasyon. Gaya nito.
Bro, legit to. High return in just 3 months. Wala kang gagawin.
Oo, boss. Bayad ka. Minimum lang 50,000. May 100,000 ka na bukas.
Oops, fake lahat to. Pati kami FAK.
Nanalo ako. Pero kailangan daw ng 1,000 pesos. Tsaka OTP. Anong OTP?
Inday, na-aksidente si sir. Nasa ospital. Karon dayon nagpadala og kwarta.
Unsa? Ay, fake pala ako. Pati itong buong eksena.
Good morning po. May promo tayo ngayon. Tataasan natin ang credit limit ninyo.
Alright.
Pakisend po ng picture ng credit card nyo.
Oops, fake to.
Ingat tayong lahat sa fake. Gaya namin.
Lahat kami dito fake.
Pakipadala ng email address at phone number. Oops, fake ako. Sorry, tita. Fake ako.
Ow, I miss you.
Sorry. Fake kami.
Gagawa ko ng batas na lahat ng senior high school students kailangan mag-necktie.
Bakit po necktie, sir?
Sa ikauunlad ng bayan, neckties ang kailangan. Ay, fake pala ako. Pati itong press con.
Fake news and fake videos will become an even bigger problem. Pati lahat ito fake.
Ang nakakagulat, sobrang dali na gumawa ng video gamit ang AI. Sobrang galing na nito at gagaling pa.
Ang good news, mukhang mas madaling gumawa ng AI-generated video kesa magpaloko. Kahit gano'ng kagaling pa yan. Lalo na kaming mga kabataan ngayon, hindi na kami basta-basta maluloko.
Hindi mo kami maluloko, AI.
Gayunpaman, there are people we care about who can fall for this. At aminin, baka one day, mabiktima ka rin.
Saka sa totoo lang, lahat ng scam na to, lumana. But we've seen that every old scam tries to use the newest technology.
We have also seen that even the oldest scams and the newest toys are no match for knowledge, awareness, and watching out for each other.
Kaya let's be aware. Magtulungan tayo na maintindihan ng bawat isa ang mga nakikita at napapanood natin.
Uulitin ko lang ha, ang lahat ng nakita nyo, fake. Walang totoong tao dito. Pati ako fake. Okay, thanks, bye.
Welcome back. You're still watching Morning Matters here on One News. About 26 Filipinos from Israel are set to arrive in the Philippines on Monday as the conflict between Israel and Iran continues to escalate. Here is the report.
Weeks since the exchange of firepower between Israel and Iran broke out, fighting has become much more intense. Now, missiles are being launched left and right, and day and night no less. Iran has started targeting hospitals, and Israel has retaliated by bombing the Iranian Red Crescent Society and police headquarters in Tehran. The death toll is still rising on 224 in Iran, 24 in Israel. The warring parties are drawing deeper into their arsenal. Iran has resorted to using hypersonic missiles to avenge Israel's bombing of their nuclear site on June 13. The Middle Eastern country now has Yemen on its side, but Israel is still bent on ensuring all of Iran's nuclear and ballistic resources will get wiped out. That's especially since the United States seems to have taken a stand for Tel Aviv.
And at the end, last minute, they said, no, we're not going to do that, and they got hit. Remember 60 days, and then came the 60. 61 is going to become a very famous number.
We know right now that Tehran understands exactly what the president is saying. He said 60 days. The world can believe it, and the world cannot believe it. He said 60 days. They had an opportunity to make a deal. They should have made a deal. President Trump's word means something. The world understands that.
But Tehran is adamant. It will not give in to imposition and even warned Washington that any meddling or intervention at this point would be 100% detrimental to the world superpower. As the war rages on, exit plans of various nations for their citizens are in place, but several have to wait for evacuation. At least 178 Filipinos have been begging to leave Israel and have requested repatriation, but the Israel airspace is still closed. The only option for evacuees now is to take the long route, a 2-hour land travel to Jordan, then off to their next destinations. This is the route taken by 21 Philippine government officials who had been stranded for a while in Israel. They are now safe in Jordan. The Department of Migrant Workers is also closely monitoring the condition of 7 Filipinos who got wounded after a missile hit their home.
One of them, as you know, in critical condition, successful ang operation as far as we know, but still praying that she will get well soon.
On the other hand, in Iran, 14 Filipinos, including 10 tourists, have requested repatriation, but they have to travel by land to Turkmenistan for almost one whole day. Mobile journalist Mary Reyes, we are One News.
To get more updates on the situation and repatriation of Filipinos in Israel and Iran, we are joined now on Morning Matters by DMW Secretary Hans Leo Kakdak. Magandang umaga po sa inyo, Secretary Hans. Una-una, we heard you flew to Jordan to be able to accompany the Filipinos who are exiting from Israel. Are you there right now?
No, I'm not yet. I'm set to fly tonight through Beirut and then Jordan. We are preparing 26 OFWs as the first batch to fly out of Jordan. And yes, they will go through land travel from Tel Aviv to Jordan and fly out from Amman. Hopefully,
How difficult is that?
within this weekend, they will be in Amman and then fly out first thing after that to Manila.
And how difficult is that land travel from Tel Aviv to Amman?
Well, there will be risks, of course, but it is the best option at this stage. It is the best route that we could take, and of course, we will be in Jordan. I will be in Jordan together with the DFA, together with our embassy, our ambassador, to receive the workers upon their crossing.
Okay. Can we get the latest on the numbers of Filipinos already asking for repatriation from Israel and who have been staying already in Jordan?
Yes, the latest figure that we have is 178. 178 requesting repatriation, but more so, we are also helping on-site, in-country, at least 67 OFWs who have been displaced, and we already have set up four temporary accommodation facilities, shelters, and I won't disclose the location for security purposes, but 4 shelters already established to accommodate those who have been displaced or needing shelter or needing temporary accommodation.
Okay. Secretary, is it correct that we have over 30,000 Filipinos in Israel? And this is, if you take a look at that number, at that size, the 178 is just a minuscule amount of workers who are asking for repatriation. So most of them prefer to stay?
Yes, it's around 178 and counting. It's growing day to day. Let me say that it was 85 before the Friday attack by Israel on Iran. And since then, it's been 100 in just a week. So we're looking at a pace that it will grow in the coming days. Of course, it is voluntary repatriation mode. We will go by the sound judgment of our OFWs as to whether or not they wish to come home. That is what voluntary means. So we will. I think the more important thing is not so much how many choose to stay, but how we have helped those who wish to come home. I think that's the bigger question for us, and that's exactly what we're doing right now. Since day one, we have been assisting. We've set up a help desk, and we have been assisting those who had been displaced, as well as providing financial assistance, financial and basic needs assistance to those who have been distressed or need the help.
Okay. I wanted to get more information on the 67 Filipinos that you mentioned that have been displaced. They lost their homes. Ano po ang trabaho po nila? And when we say displaced, I mean, doon po sila sa pinagtatrabahuhan po ba nila?
Well, the displaced because of the missile attacks, their buildings, the areas where they reside were hardest hit. There are 6 areas that we're watching over, and 3 of them appear to be the hardest hit, and this is where we're focusing right now. And we of course are providing the necessary assistance. And when we say somebody who is displaced, there are options for somebody who is displaced. One could choose to still stay with the employer, with his or her employer, because the employer could very well just move out or transfer to another location, or with friends. But of course, that caregiver, that worker or hotel worker can seek solace with the DMW. And as I said, we're running 4 shelters right now.
And when you say they could stay with their employer, marami po kasi, tama po ba ang caregiver
Yes,
na
about
Pilipino?
80%. 80% of Filipinos are caregivers. And that could account for the reason why they choose to stay. It's the nature of their work, basically. Caregivers are, especially our caregivers, we have our own innate caring attitude as Filipinos, right? And caregivers more so. They are dedicated, they are loyal, they have emotional ties, emotional bonds to their elderly wards or patients. So that accounts pretty much for the reason why many choose to stay. Of course, there is the financial side, but we have addressed the financial side because we are providing 150,000 pesos for every Israeli OFW returnee. That amounts to around 2 months' salary, at least to stem the tide for this returning worker.
Okay. How about those who have been injured by the missile attacks? The latest number that we have is 7 Filipinos hurt in those missile strikes and 1 in critical condition. Kamusta na po yun?
Yes, the person under critical condition is still being observed, monitored by us. Of course, she is in a medical facility, so she is in the hands of medical experts. She underwent an operation the other day on her lungs, and it was a successful operation, but nevertheless, still not out of the woods, so to speak. So we are still monitoring her situation. The other one is fast recovering and will be out soon. Will be discharged from hospital soon.
Hindi naman ho nadagdagan yung bilang na yan.
Thus far, no, and we're thankful.
Okay.
Thus far, we're hoping and praying, of course, that the conflict will cease. But we stand ready to help those who will be affected or are continually affected.
Secretary, alam po natin that Israel is really prepared for these missile attacks. They have their Iron Dome system. But it does seem that some of the missiles have managed to penetrate through that defense system. How is it going? I mean, where do you see the security situation heading, given the how far this war has gone?
Well, I'm not a political security expert, but of course, it's apparent, right? The damage we're seeing is unprecedented on both sides, unfortunately. And again, we're hoping and praying. I still haven't mentioned Iran, which is mentioned in your report. So we're working closely with Ambassador Manalo. Far lower numbers in terms of OFWs in Iran. The embassy count is around 30. But at least 14 OFWs have sought help with the embassy in Tehran, and we're working closely with the DFA and Ambassador Roberto Manalo in terms of bringing those who wish to come home. So there is also a route that was mentioned in your report, but I don't want to highlight that so much for security reasons. But yes, there is a plan to bring home OFWs from Iran.
But do you see the situation getting worse? I mean, with the possibility of the United States getting dragged into the conflict, where do you think, I mean, with your assessment of the situation, are the numbers bound to get high?
Well, we're hoping and praying it won't. I'm not a political security expert, Gretchen, so I will leave that to the DFA. And we're closely in touch, by the way, also with Sec Tidoro and the DND.
Okay. Okay. Bukod po dun sa mga Pilipino po natin dito sa Israel at saka sa Iran, meron din po kasing mga na-stranded po pala in transit.
Yes.
In Dubai, Abu Dhabi. Tell us more about that.
That's right. We have around 58 by our count, and hopefully the numbers won't increase. But 58 stranded in the major transit hubs, mainly Abu Dhabi and Dubai. So we've assisted 58, and 52 have come home. And last night, I got interviewed last night, and just right after that interview, I got the word that all 6 are also set to come home. So we'll complete the overall number of stranded workers who need to come home today. they will be home. So that will be 58 out of 58 home. And then upon arrival, we provided them financial assistance as well, because they too have lost their jobs, at least temporarily. They couldn't push through. They are mostly, well, all of them headed for Israel and Jordan. So they were turned back in the transit hubs of Abu Dhabi and Dubai. So we helped them at the airport while they were still stranded, and then now set to come home. We're thankful to the airlines, at least those who funded the return home. And of course, the joint effort between our embassy, consulate, and our migrant workers office, DMW office in Abu Dhabi and Dubai, to prepare them for the trip home.
Okay, nabanggit niyo po yung Jordan, ano? Hindi na po maaaring magtrabaho doon, yung mga Pilipino?
Well, right now there are no alert levels in Jordan, but still we are advising our citizens, our OFWs, not to proceed at this stage, given the situation. Israel and Jordan, as you know, there are also certain risks attendant to flying in those areas. So it's Israel and Lebanon. We heard from the DFA that they're braced to raise the alert level to alert level 3 in Israel. So between Israel and Lebanon, that would be a total deployment ban for both countries. And we've issued a travel advisory, at least an advisory for OFWs, not to proceed to Jordan at this time.
Okay, bukod po sa mga nabanggit po ninyo, no, para lang din sa ating mga kababayan who are still looking to work in the Middle East, but are being offered jobs here and there, saan po ang hindi na pwede, no? You mentioned Israel, you mentioned Lebanon, you mentioned Jordan being a high risk. What other places, is that limited to those three?
Well, last night also, I need to mention Iran. So the alert level in Iran was 2, and now it's also raised to 3. At least I heard as of last night. So in all three, Israel, Lebanon, Iran, there will be a total deployment ban. Of course, Iraq, nearby Iraq, has long been on alert level 4. So we are also preventing OFWs from proceeding there. Libya is another country where there is a total deployment ban. So these are among the places where it's not safe. Or you might as well add Yemen, alert level 3. And I need to mention far away Haiti, also on alert level 3, because recently we just issued a prohibition as well for OFWs, a reminder for OFWs and seafarers on ships that are docking or headed for Haiti.
All right. We wish you well in your journey to Jordan. Please do stay safe and get the Filipinos to safety as well. Maraming salamat for your time today and for those updates. We have DMW Secretary Hans Leo Kakda. Stay tuned. Morning Matters will be back right after a short break. Good morning, I'm Gretchen Ho, and here on Morning Matters, we talk about the most pressing issues and give you the context behind the headlines. Social media personality Rendon Labrador has been tapped by the Philippine National Police to lead a 93-day program aimed at helping officers get in shape and meet weight standards. Here is the report.
After PNP Chief General Nicolas Torre III announced that police officers who fail to meet physical fitness standards may be dismissed from service, personnel at Camp Crame in Quezon City took part in a group workout. Leading the session was none other than content creator Rendon Labrador.
Tawagin niyo akong pambansang coach ng kapulisan.
Labrador has been tapped by the PNP to lead their 93-day fitness challenge. He'll offer free workout sessions and nutrition guidance.
Nandito po ako para bantayan sila, bantayan ang resulta, i-guide sila, at i-motivate, syempre. Baliwala kasi yung exercise natin, pagda-diet natin kung hindi ka motivated sa buhay.
According to Republic Act 6975 or the DILG Act of 1990, a police officer's weight should not be more than or less than 5 kilos from the standard based on height, age, or gender. Those who fail to meet the requirement within a year could face dismissal.
Obviously, pag sobrang laki ng waistline mo, lalampas ka sa plus 5 ng standard weight and height. So, you'll be failing in that matter. So, you have to do something to comply with the law.
Officers must also pass the annual physical fitness test, and failing twice could affect their eligibility for promotion.
Physical appearance somehow would command respect, would command authority. So siguro it is incumbent upon every police officers to at least maintain a physical appearance acceptable for a police officer. Ayaw niya sir nakakita niyong ang taba-taba kasi kung ang role nga naman ng police ay tawag dito ay tumakbo, paano ka nga naman makakatakbo kung halos hindi mo na mabitbit yung sarili mo.
Officers on 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. shifts are now allowed to participate in workouts every Tuesday and Thursday at 3 p.m.
Sa mga testers natin, ilulusot at sasabihin na itong tao na to pasado sa 40 push-ups na requirement. At pag ako'y nagduda at nasalubong ko yung pinasan nyo at pina-push up ko at hindi kaya ang 40 push-ups, hahanapin ko kung sino ang nagpapasa sa kanya. At pag makita natin kung sino yun, kasama siya sa ating i-dismiss.
To talk to us more about that, we are joined by fitness vlogger Rendon Labrador. Welcome to the program. Welcome back to One News.
Good morning po sa inyo lahat.
Hoy Rendon, unang-una, paano ba napunta rito na ikaw ay fitness coach na ng PNP? Sinong lumapit? Kailan kang kinausap?
Actually, last 2 days ago lang, nag-consult sa akin yung PKG, yung parang sila yung nagpapasimula ng mga programa sa fitness. Kasi nagtataka sila, bakit daw hanggang ngayon parang hindi effective yung ginagawa nila. Although may ini-impose silang oras para makapag-training lahat, hindi daw effective. Tapos tinanong nila ako, ano yung mas mabilis at ano yung mas magandang gawin na kaya nung lahat. Kasi ang ginagawa pala nila, yung sayaw, dance fitness, tapos yung parang Taibo, Zumba. Parang puro sayaw.
Ano yung PKG?
PKG. Sila yung Police, Community Affairs and Development. Parang mga ganon.
Okay. So, this video that we're seeing now, yesterday, you posted several videos na tumatakbo kayo. Ito na ba yung simula ng 93-day fitness program?
Actually, nag-launch kami kahapon. Tapos tinignan nila yung program. Parang para ma-feel nila yung workout kung magugustuhan nila. So, lahat naman nag-enjoy. Tapos ang task namin ngayon, pag-uusapan namin kung ano yung schedule. Kasi ang question ko sa kanila, hindi naman lahat matataba. So ang sabi ko, hindi natin pwede pagsabay-sabayin at pagsamasamahin yung magkaiba yung fitness goals. Kasi yung iba hindi kayang mag-push up, yung iba hindi kayang tumakbo. So nag-suggest ako na dapat iba-iba. So mas tutok dapat doon sa mas malalaking pulis.
Okay, lahat ba ng pulis ay dadaan dito sa 93-day fitness program mo? O select lamang?
Feeling ko mas maganda kung lahat. Mas maganda kung lahat, oo. Pero mas iba-priority natin yung talagang malalaki.
Oo.
Ayun.
Talagang malalaki. Hindi ba parang fat shaming naman yun?
Hindi naman, hindi naman.
Pag pinagsama-sama mo yung malalaki yung
Oo
tiyan.
nga eh, oo.
Oo,
So,
oo.
hindi, yun ang gagawin natin ng solusyon. Kaya tayo nandito ngayon para mapakita sa taong bayan yung resulta.
Okay, bakit 93 days? Parang napaka-unique no number. Usually 90, 60, 93 talaga yung pinili.
Actually, 90 days dapat yon.
Oo.
Tapos nag-request ang PNP na gawing 93 kasi yun pala yung batch number ni PNP Chief General Torre.
Kaya.
Batch 93, oo.
Oo. Okay. Anong program ang nirecommend mo dito sa 93 days?
Yung Zumba kasi at Taibo na usually ginagawa nila, parang nakakalambot daw ng imahe ng kapulisan. So, tama naman kasi ang lalaki ng... Yung iba kasi macho eh, tapos papasayawin mo. Parang lumalambot siya eh. Nakakabawas ng dignidad, parang ganon. Kung ako, syempre, kung ako magpupulis tapos makikita mo ako, nagzuzumba-zumba, parang awkward.
Oo.
Tapos, yun, sabi ko, ang dapat ginagawa natin, circuit training, yung functional workout. Dapat gumagalaw lahat ng katawan, tapos yung maa-apply nila sa trabaho nila. So, nag-workout ka, tapos may improve mo yung daily life mo.
Katulad ng anong mga nirecommend mo?
Mga squats, ganyan, jump squats, yung mga usually ginagawa mo daily, tapos mas may improve mo para mabawasan yung injury. Ganun.
Sabi mo, sa isang interview narinig ko na mga police ay malalakas naman.
Oo.
Pero minsan sedentary, no? I mean,
Oo.
anong napansin mo?
Yung iba kasi malalakas, pero mabagal. Diba? Paano ka magsusumbong sa pulis na mataba? Hindi makakahabol yun sa snatcher. Hindi. Ito, real talk lang ha. Hindi ko po sinishame yung mga ano. Katotohanan eh. Saan ka magsusumbong? May 2 pulis, di ba? Siyempre, na-snatch ka eh. Nakakita ka ng pulis, yung isa fit, yung isa mataba.
Oo.
Saan ka magsusumbong? Common sense, di ba?
Oo,
Doon ka sa
naman.
fit, di ba? Kasi hindi makakahabol yung mataba. Oo, di ba? So, yun. Malakas sila, pero hindi makagalaw. Ayun.
Oo nga. Totoo naman.
Oo.
Siguro bagay ito dun sa 5-minute response time program ni
Tama,
General
oo.
Torre. Nakausap ka ba niya nung mandato niya para sa'yo?
Hindi pa. Baka
Hindi
this week mag-official meeting kami para mailatag namin kung ano yung schedule, kung ano yung gagawin ng ibang region. Kasi
Oo.
maraming gusto sumama sa sa programa.
Okay, so yung 93 days na yan, saan gagawin? Saan sisimulan? At papaano?
Ang initial namin na usapan, pwedeng sa Camp Crami muna. Tapos lahat ng hindi pumasa sa BMI, required na pumunta doon. O kaya gagawa ng video, tapos i-implement sa iba-ibang region.
Oo.
So wala pang final agreement doon eh.
O kasi ito ay alinsunod dun sa isang batas pala natin na bawal kang maging overweight by 5 pounds o kilos yata dun sa standard at maging underweight naman. Oo. Pero marami ang nagsasabi, bakit si Rendon? Ano bang credentials mo? I mean, for those who are wondering, because nakilala ka ng marami bilang isang fitness personality, bilang vlogger, ano bang background ni Rendon?
Actually, ang unang-una ko talagang ginawa sa social media, fitness talaga. 2014 pa lang, yun na yung ginagawa ko. So, mga almost 10 years na ako nag-vlog, nag-workout. Tapos, nakapagtayo ko ng gym sa Fitness Army. Yan, nagsicertify kami ng mga coaches na gustong nangangarap na mapunta sa abroad or makapagtrabaho sa mga commercial gyms.
Kayo yung nagsicertify?
Kami nagsicertify.
Anong organization to?
Nagpapatawag kami ng iba-ibang coaches international galing Canada, galing Amerika. Tapos lumilipad sila dito. Nangyayari siya once or twice a month. Ayun. Iba-ibang certification eh. Depende kung saan mo gustong mag-specialize.
Pero ikaw, anong specialty mo? I mean, in terms of coaching?
Workout, fitness talaga. Conditioning, ganun. Conditioning coach.
So ito mga functional. Hindi kasi
Functional
maraming klaseng
training,
workout
fat loss,
Meron yung high intensity, meron yung high rocks na sumisikat na ngayon. Pero ikaw, ano yung ano talaga, yung functional ba ang workout?
Functional tsaka fat loss.
Weight loss.
Weight loss.
Okay, so sasakto ka rito, Oo. So Siyempre, may ibang mga coaches, di ba? Parang sabi nila, bakit si Rendon? Yun nga, masasabi mo sa kanila?
Ako kasi siguro kaibahan ko, stricto ako eh. Tsaka kaya kong i-lead yung mga pulis. Kasi malapit ako sa pulis kasi anak din ako ng pulis. So, kaya ko yung language nila, parang gano'n. Kasi, syempre, as a coach, kailangan mong maging stricto. Maging ipa-impose mo yung disiplina mo dun sa client mo, dun sa tinuturuan mo. So, pag hindi, baka kasi mailang sila dun sa client. Halimbawa, normal na coach lang. Syempre, nakakahiya.
Ako baga alam mo yung
Oo,
lengguwahe
hindi mo
ng
siya
police.
maano, oo.
Okay, ikaw ay anak ng isang retired general. Anong naging childhood mo noon? And napansin mo sa mga police natin?
Ang pinalakihan ko, laging kawawa yung police. Ganon. Kasi syempre nag-rant yung airpods ko. Kami na naman. May mga police kasi na matataba, pero magaganda yung accomplishment. So nababash pa rin sila dahil sa physique nila, sa itsura nila, kahit maganda na yung ginagawa nila. So parang syempre narinig ko yon habang lumalaki ako. So nung nakita ko yung ginawa ni PNP Chief na talagang gusto niyang gawing disiplinado yung mga polis, natuwa din ako doon. So, sumuporta ako.
Pero alam natin, no, yung pagiging fit, lifestyle yan eh.
Dapat gawin talagang lifestyle.
Hindi rin siya parang masosolve ng agad-agad.
Oo.
So, anong balak mong ipayo sa kanila regarding their lifestyle?
Ang payo ko po sa lahat, importante talaga yung fitness. Dapat ito yung time na dapat nagbibigay tayo ng halaga sa kalusugan natin. Lalong-lalo na kapag may pamilya ka, may pangarap ka sa buhay, dapat yung fitness ang binibigyan natin ng prioridad. Kasi hindi ka makakapag-achieve ng mataas na tagumpay kung napapabayaan mo po yung sarili mo. Yun yung unang-una. Sa mga gustong maging fit, huwag kayong matakot kasi may basic level naman po yan na may mga workout na pwede po sa lahat. Nanay, kahit matanda na kayo, kahit anong edad. Meron po, wag po kayong matakot sa exercise. Dapat itong gawing lifestyle. Dapat more on maging fun habang ginagawa natin to.
Okay. Ito nakikita natin yung videos muli. Parang hindi ka naman magsisimula sa wala. Kasi alam natin, dumaan din sa matinding training bago maging isang polis. Kumbaga parang athletic na rin tong mga nakikita natin na polis. Can you walk us through yung mga routine, monitoring na iyong gagawin? At ano yung pinaka-goal at the end of the 93 days?
Ang pinaka-goal natin sa 93 days ay mabigyan sila ng feeling na okay pala maging healthy. Okay pala yung mga ganitong routine. Tsaka gusto kong maramdaman nila sa end ng 93 days program natin na hindi pala nakakasagabal yung fitness para magawa natin yung mga daily routines natin like sa trabaho natin, sa mga iba pang ginagawa natin. Kundi mas makakatulong pa to. Yun yung pinaka-gusto ko ma-realize sa kanila. Bonus na lang yung pagiging physically fit nila. Kasi 93 days, depende kasi kung gaano sila kataba, ka-fit, ano yung kaya nila, saan sila nagsisimula. So
hindi timbang yung goal, hindi weight loss?
Para sa akin, ang timbang bonus na lang yun eh. Mas importante sa akin na matutunan nila yung disiplina, tapos ma-realize nila na mahalaga yung health.
Nagawin nilang lifestyle ito.
Tama.
Oo. Pero problema ng mga police, may oras kaya sila mag-workout? Sa iyong pagtatanong. Dahil sabi nga ni General Torre, yung schedule ng mga police ngayon, na gusto niya baguhin, parang 12-hour work shift sila. So madalas yan, pagod na, pag-uuwi, wala nang oras mag-workout. Paano nila i-integrate yan pagkatapos noong 93 days?
Kaya ako nandito dahil imo-motivate natin sila. Oo. Di pwede yan. No excuses sa akin yan. Hindi kayo, kahit pulis kayo, pagdating dun sa workout time, ako yung coach nyo. Ayun. Didisiplinahin. Tutulungan natin sila. I-guide natin.
Pero may
sila.
GC pala kayo, no? Oo. Sabi mo, dun sa isang interview kasi, may GC kayo kung saan mo monitor mo sila. Ano yung, post nila yung workout nila o ano?
May GC sila, tapos magbibigay kami doon ng homework nila na dapat nilang gawin. Tapos babantayan namin sila.
Within the 93 days?
Na 93 days. Pati kinakain nila, dapat isan nila sa akin.
So yung 93 days din, ilang beses lang kayo magkikita bilang coach?
Depende sa laki ng tiyan. Pag mas malaki yung tiyan mo, mas madalas mo ako makikita. Pag mas maliit, hindi mo ako makikita.
Kasi basta pwede na nilang nila gawin sa bahay ito?
Oo.
Ganun.
Kasi mamonitor namin sila. May mga coaches din yung PNP. So, ang plano ko, ipi-pair-pair ko sila. Parang magkakaroon sila ng competition. Kung sino mas malaki ang resulta, alam ko magbibigay ng papremyo yung PKG department dun sa mas may improve.
Pero anong progression ang nakikita mo dun sa 93 days? Kasi ano rin yun, mga 3 months din yun.
3 months.
Oo, so first may phasing ba yan? First phase, ganito, second phase, ganito, third.
Yes, ang uunahin namin siguro basic form ng workout para magawa nila ng tama. Tapos yung diet. Magkakaroon kami ng seminar sa kanila para malaman nila, magkaroon sila ng idea kung ano yung dapat tsaka bawal kainin.
Tapos sa second month,
Pahirap ng pahirap.
yung progression na lang.
Progression
Ah, okay. Malaking bali ito no doon sa dati mong ginagawa. I mean, nagulat ka ba na ikaw yung nilapitan? I mean, how are you taking all of this?
Actually, nagulat din ako na hindi ko alam na ganito kalaki yung magiging impact sa... Kasi normal ko na ginagawa, ito talaga yung buhay ko eh. Kung makikita ako ng mga followers ko, lagi ko ni story pagkain ko, workout ko. Hindi ko alam na ganito yung magiging feedback. In a way, natuwa rin ako kasi ito yung matagal ko ng advocacy eh. Kasi nagawa ko na nakamit ko yung mga negosyo ko, yung mga success ko sa buhay dahil sa fitness, dahil sa disiplina. So natuwa ako na ngayon, nabibigyan na siya ng importansya. Nagtitrending na. Diba? Dati nagtrending ako, ginis mo ako, nambabash ako, diba? Ngayon...
Sinabihan mo kami laos, mainstream media.
Diba? Dapat mag-celebrate tayo kasi, diba? Nagtitrending, pero positivity na. Ako naman, okay lang naman ako babash. Siyempre, marami talagang...
Pero naalala ko, pagkatapos ng guesting mo sa Big Story, kasama namin, na-delete yung Facebook mo. Parang nawala. Bumalik na ba?
Bumalik na, siyempre.
Oo, paano naibalik sa'yo?
Bumalik na.
Nagbago ka na?
Oo, nagbago na ako eh.
Paano pagbabago? Anong mga realizations mo?
Ang realization ko, siyempre, ngayon, nabigyan ako ng boses, siyempre, impact sa tao, gagamitin natin sa tama. Yun.
Bakit dati ba?
Hindi, kasi dati, yun na yun eh. Hindi, basta okay na yun.
Maamin ka ba na ikay naging marahas?
Oo naman, alam ko lahat yun. Naniniwala din kasi ako na yung mga failures natin sa buhay, huwag natin kakalimutan. Hindi ko naman kinakaila yun. I-research nyo, i-google nyo, nandun lahat siya. So lahat naman yung may dahilan.
Yung ba ang pinaka naging challenge ba yung itong nadeklara kayong persona non grata sa Palawan ni
Malaki. Kasi ang daming mga tao na
Rosmar.
Pag nagre-research, yun yung tinatanong sa akin, kumusta na ba to? Parang gano'n. So minsan nagiging hadlang yun sa mga business ko, partnership. May mga tao na ayaw nila.
Ano nga ba nangyari doon? Doon sa parang sinigawan nyo na...
Nag-charity kasi kami doon. Tapos, hindi namin nabigyan yung mga tiga-munisipyo. So, nagtampo sila sa amin. Tapos may nag-grant. Tapos, syempre, sa pagod, umiyak si Rosmar. Kaya, nag-step up ako bilang kuya.
Naging protective ka. Oo. Pero anong learnings mo mula doon sa pangyayaring yun?
Ang learnings ko, siguro more patient. Pasensya, tapos intindihin yung mga tao. Tapos wag nang pupunta ng munisipyo ng emosyonal. Ayun,
So hindi kayo makabalik sa ngayon.
Sa ngayon, hindi.
Pero anong steps, what are you trying to do para ikaw ay makabalik?
Hopefully, matanggal yung persona non grata. Siyempre, mas okay kung...
Nag-apologize nga kayo
Nag-apologize na kami. Tsaka, ang una sa lahat, gusto ko ipakita sa kanila, sa taong bayan, na nagbabagong buhay na tayo. Katulad nito, sa fitness, gano'n. Tutulong tayo na libre, kagayad natin sila.
So, mas, malumanay na, rendo ang makikita namin.
Pero sa training, stricto tayo, siyempre.
Pero ano pinaka natutunan mo doon? Bakit bigla kang, nagbago ng mga realization mo?
Pride eh, parang gano'n eh. Ego, dapat iisang tabi mo, parang ganyan. Kasi ako minsan palaban ako eh. Siyempre anak ako ng military. So ayoko nang natatapakan ako. Parang masyado akong aggressive.
Nagiging defensive ka.
Tapos pag may tao sa paligid ko na naapi, kahit sino, parang gusto kong ipaglaban. Kasi galing ako dati, naramdaman ko rin kasi yung nasa baba ako. So parang ang feeling ko tuloy, ngayong lumakas na ako, may influence na ako, parang gusto kong ipagtanggol yung mga taong hindi kaya ipagtanggol yung mga sarili nila. Kahit mapasama ako, parang ganun yung style ko eh. Kaya pag may naapi, kahit isa lang, pinaglalaban ko talaga. Kasi naranasan ko eh.
Naalala ko ito nung pinag-usapan natin doon sa big story, no? Kasi sabi namin, paano kung meron kang inaway o meron kang kinall out na hindi pala totoo? Tapos sabi mo, pwede naman nating bawiin. No? May chance naman. Pero sabi namin, paano kung nag-viral na? Kumbaga, parang napahiya na siya, tapos mali pala. Sabi mo, di pwede naman bawiin anytime. Yung ganun, parang pareho pa rin ba paniniwala mo?
Actually, lahat ng sinabi ko, lahat ng ginawa ko, parehas lang yung prinsipyo ko. Kung ganun pa rin ako. Ngayon kasi, tingin ko naman, nakilala na rin ako ng tao na gano'n, tapos tumalino na rin sila, mas maiintindihan na nila
Pero
ako
ikaw
ngayon.
rin ay naging biktima na ng fake news, di ba? Online.
Oo, may inaaway ako online, personality din siya, politiko. So, yun, nag-away kami.
Oo, pero hindi ba parang kung ikaw naman ang naging biktima ng fake news, nag-viral na agad, ang hirap din burahin.
Tama, oo.
Oo, so dapat mag-ingat din.
Pero yun, tingin ko sa panahon ngayon, sa social media, wala na tayong magagawa dun eh. Dapat prepared po tayo, dapat mag-adapt tayo. Kasi hindi mo na makokontrol yung gagawin ng ibang tao sa'yo. Lalo na ngayon, open po lahat. Pag nag-upload kayo, dapat alam nyo na, tanggap nyo na pwedeng maging positive or negative effect yun sa inyo. Katulad nung nakaraan, may news na parang nag-upload siya ng pictures ng mga anak niya. Tapos ginamit sa whatever. So, mag-ingat tayo, be responsible. Tapos, alam nyo dapat yung risk. Kasi social media, hindi nyo alam, hindi nyo kontrolado eh. Kung madamdamin kayo, kung hindi nyo kaya, huwag na lang kayo pumunta sa social media.
Ano ang hindi ipopost ni Rendon Labrador online?
Ngayon, siguro hindi na siguro ako makikisaw-saw masyado sa mga issues na alam kong mapapahamak ako. Tsaka hindi makakatulong. Katulad ng yung
politika?
Depende. Kasi, yun, pag may nakita kasi ako na parang katulad ng mga riders, yung mga NCAP, yung mga linya-linya na yan, minsan kasi naiintindihan ko rin yung posisyon ng mga riders at posisyon ng mga nag-i-implement ng batas na yon. So, minsan, gusto ko rin i-voice out din sila kasi sino magsasalita kung...
Rider ka ba?
Nag-motor na ako ngayon.
So, anong palagay mo doon sa NCAP?
Meron kasing linya na tabi-tabingi. Tsaka sa NCAP kasi, okay naman yung NCAP, pero dapat maayos yung daan. Kasi, paano hulihin nyo kami, pero yung sitwasyon ng daan sa Pilipinas, tabi-tabing mahuhuli talaga kami.
Tapos hindi pa malinaw yung mga signs.
Tama, hindi malinaw.
Anong hindi pwedeng gawin.
Feeling ko maganda naman yung intention ng mga leader natin. Kaso, dapat tignan muna nila kung ano yung sitwasyon sa baba.
So pag sa mga ganong bagay, magsalita ka pa rin?
Nag-post ako ng ganon.
Pero sa personal, nagsishare ka pa rin?
Nagsishare na pa rin naman ako.
Oo. Okay. Anong palagay mo sa fake news? I mean, yung mga, nakanood ka ba ng mga hearing? Mga vlogger ang sinalang nila doon sa hearing, kasama sa yung mga congressman natin. Siyempre, yung pagmumura online ang isa sa mga bagay na pinuntirya ni Congressman Benny Abante na para sa kanya, hindi okay yun. I mean, anong mo doon? Opinion mo doon? Pagmumura online para sa kanya ay fake news. Kasi kung nga tinawag mong GAGO, isang tao, sabi niya, tinawag daw siyang ganon, sabi niya, paano mo alam na ganon ako? Kilala mo ba ako? Ganon ang reaction niya.
Yun nga yung payo ko minsan, dapat yung Facebook na matatanda, hiwalay eh. Hindi eh. Di ba? Kasi, dapat kasi intindihin ninyo, na iba-iba yung tao. Pag nasa social media po kayo, lahat po na matatanda, okay, painggan nyo po ito sa sasabihin ko. Pag nasa Facebook po kayo, iba't iba po yung tao na nandyan. So, kung professional ka at nag-post ka, may magko-comment dyan na tambay lang. So, nasa sayo na yon kung masasaktan ka o hindi. Kung papakinggan mo ba yung sasabihin ng ibang tao sa'yo. Baka kasi sa negative ka nakatingin. Lagi kang naghahanap ng mga ikakagalit mo. So, yun yung makikita mo talaga. So I suggest, i-delete mo yung Facebook mo kung madamdamin ka. Yun lang yun eh. Hindi mo makokontrol yung sasabihin ng ibang tao sa'yo. Kahit sino pwedeng sabihin yan.
So ikaw hindi ka nagbabasa ng mga...
Nagbabasa ako.
Binabasa mo lahat?
Nagbabasa ako lahat.
Hindi ka nagagalit?
Hindi naman. Kasi minsan yung haters mo, yun yung magsasabi sa'yo eh. Yun yung magigising sa'yo sa katotohanan. Malay mo totoo. Kung, di ba? Kung ganun ka talaga, isipin mo rin. Kung hindi ka ganun, bakit ka masasaktan? Di ba? Pag narinig mo isang bagay, o pangit ka, or bobo ka, ganun, kung masasaktan ka, baka totoo. Di ba?
So ngayon, bago ka nagpo-post online, nagre-research ka na ba? O nagbe-verify?
Hindi ako nagre-research.
Hindi ka nagre-research pa rin?
Hindi ako nagre-research eh.
Oo, bakit?
Trabaho nyo na yun, syempre.
Kami, so hindi ka nagre-research ng
Hindi ako
facts?
nagre-research.
Hindi ba delikado yun?
Hindi, pero bago ko sabihin yung isang bagay na hindi ko alam, doon ako magre-research. Lahat ng sasabihin ko sa social media, alam ko yun. Pag nagkamali ako, edi sorry. Ganun talaga.
Okay. Pwede mo ba kaming turuan ng konting mga workout na pwedeng gawin ng mga
Pwede
audience
naman,
natin.
pwede naman.
Kasi
Sa lahat ng nanonood.
bilang fitness, para sa mga nanonood sa atin, laging nasa bahay o nasa likod ng kanilang computer, ano bang pwede nating gawin? Sasamahan kita dyan.
Pwede. Kaso naka-ano ka eh.
Ay, kaya-kaya. Atleta tayo eh.
Kailangan, huwag niyong gagayahin yung, kailangan naka-rubber shoes. Proper attire. Dapat.
Dito tayo, para makita tayo. So, yan. Anong gagawin natin?
So, ang gagawin natin ngayon, syempre yung pwedeng gawin ng mga lahat. Mommies, ganyan, daddy natin dyan na nasa bahay lang. Light jog. Siyempre, warm up muna. Bawal mabigla eh.
Yung kayang gawin sa araw-araw, ha?
Kayang gawin.
Sige.
Siguro light jog muna. Siguro 10 seconds. Dapat may tiga bilang tayo. 10 seconds. Timer. Ayan.
Marley, sama ka?
Oo, dapat
kayo.
mas masaya mag-workout,
Ana.
Kasama ang buong pamilya. Kailan may makasama tayo. Ayan.
Tara. Ito
Ay, may
kasama
background
natin
tayo.
para meron tayong model. Okay.
Light jog tayo, light jog.
Okay.
Ayan, sama.
Yan.
Dali.
Itong OJT natin.
OJT.
Doon ka sa tabi ni Rendon.
Dito ka naman.
Doon ka sa tabi ni Rendon.
Ayan.
Okay, game.
Light jog lang 1, 2, 3, warm up, bilang.
Okay, tapos?
10 seconds. Pag medyo advanced na kayo, pwede nyo taasan. High knees. Kayang-kaya o kahit naka-heels? Okay na? Alright. So, pwede nyo gawing 3 sets yun.
Okay, 3 sets.
Tapos, second exercise, squats. Body weight lang tayo para kaya na lahat. Ganyan. Okay? Baba. Dapat ibaba. Sagad. Yan. Okay, ready? Ready?
Okay,
Ready na?
game.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, go.
Nagsimula na tayo.
Game. 1, 2, 3, 4. Tama ba yung form? 5.
Tama naman siguro,
6.
Oo. Para sa lahat ng mga
7.
nanay.
8. Okay, dalawa na lang. Sabayan nyo kami. 10.
Okay.
Alright. Okay. Di ba? Medyo hinihingal na kayo.
Sarap
Di ba?
nga,
Maganda
no?
yun.
Sarap sa
Pag nararamdaman nyo na hinihingal kayo, okay yun.
Yun ang sign.
Okay.
Oo.
So, lalagyan natin ng konting intensity. So, pag squat natin, sabayan natin ng konting talon. Okay? Jump squats. Game.
Okay.
Ready? 1, 2, 3, go. Hihingalin tayo nito. Sumasabay yung mga cameraman natin. Game. Okay yan.
4, 5, 6,
6. Last 4.
7, 8,
Kaya.
9.
10. Alright. Yun. So,
Sarap.
pwede nyo gawin yon. Simple lang. Every morning, o kaya may ginagawa kayo, tapos isingit nyo lang.
Oo.
Hindi naman tama, hiningal ka na, di ba?
Papayat kami.
Papayat kayo niyan.
Papayat kami, okay.
Sabayan nyo ng diet. Bawas rice.
Bawas
kanin.
rice. Bawal extra rice.
Bawal.
Yan ang fitness tips ni Let's Go Motivated, Rendon
Let's
Labador.
go motivated. Let's go.
Abangan ka namin. Maraming salamat sa'yo. We have our new fitness coach for the PNP, Rendon Labador. And that wraps up today's episode of Morning Matters. We hope we've given you the right start to your morning. Don't forget the workout. Come on, let's make the day and the weekend matter. My name is Gretchen Ho. We are One News, all sides, all the time.